Hello, I'm Chief Meteorologist Brian Alonzo. Welcome to Storm Prep 2022. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll show you how to prepare for the upcoming hurricane season, including how to prepare your home in case a tropical cyclone approaches the Texas Gulf Coast. We'll talk with hurricane specialists, and we'll show you how one area business prepares for a storm. We'll also take a look at helpful resources throughout the show. So let's get started.
Storm Prep 2022. Featuring Chief Meteorologist Brian Alonzo and Meteorologist Howard Gordon and Trey Mining.
Being prepared starts with buying a number of items ahead of time. 25 News Now anchor Adam Seibel takes us shopping to prepare for the storm.
Hi, I'm 25 News Now reporter and anchor Adam Seibel, and I'm going to be showing you the supplies that you and your family will need in the event of a hurricane. Once you build and maintain your disaster supply kit, you will have a way to meet your family's needs during a difficult time. You will also help out your community by allowing those emergency officials and first responders to help those who cannot help themselves. Now let's get started. So one really effective way to protect your windows on your home from a hurricane is to get you some plywood and secure that to the windows of your home. And if you've also got items like kayaks or maybe a grill that you want to really secure and lock down from blowing away in a hurricane, you can get you some threaded rope, or you can get yourself some ratchet straps. So these are just a few ways to protect your home and secure the items that may surround your home from just simply blowing away or breaking in a hurricane. So another item to have in your hurricane preparedness kit: batteries. So whether that be AA, AAA, or whatever size you need, go ahead now and see what size you'll need in the event of a hurricane. So for those flashlights and weather radios, you'll have plenty of batteries on hand because it's likely that you'll lose power. And if so, how else are you going to charge your cell phone? Well, if you don't own a generator, you can get one of these. This is a rechargeable power bank. So you charge these up ahead of time, and then when you don't have power, you now have a way to recharge your cell phone in a time where you may need it most, whether that be to contact family members or officials to let them know you're in danger and you need help. So another great item to keep in your hurricane preparedness kit is a chainsaw. So this could either be before a hurricane or after. So let's say leading up to a hurricane, you see some branches or tree limbs that you just know will pose a hazard. You can go ahead and get those out of the way and not have to worry about them. Now let's say after the hurricane, for instance, a tree limb falls on your driveway and now poses a hazard to you and your family being able to leave. So now you have a way to clear that debris and better protect you and your family against a hurricane. Now, one item you may want to consider investing in is a generator. Now, it's highly likely that during a hurricane you will lose power. So if you have a generator, this is a way for you and your family to be better protected and to have electricity at your home. Now, it is important to note that if used improperly, these can be very dangerous and sometimes even lead to death. So when you buy a generator, it's critical that you understand how to use and operate it safely. Now, one critical item to not forget is a gas can. So this will be important to have because during a hurricane, traditional gas stations may be inaccessible, and this will also be fuel for the other items that we mentioned, like the generator or the chainsaw, or you may be out of fuel for your car and need to go get essential supplies. So having a gas can in your hurricane preparedness kit is another way to keep you and your family safe. Now let's talk food. Now in the event of a hurricane and you lose power to your fridge, you may want to invest in a cooler, because now this way you'll be able to make sure your food and other perishable items are good for a few more days. Now if you have medical devices or if you're on oxygen, for instance, you're going to want to have distilled water on hand and not run out of that. And then you want to have plenty of drinking water, so you can invest in something like this, a 6-gallon jug, to have fresh water on hand to make sure you and your family have plenty of food and water in the event of a hurricane. And just a few more items to keep in your hurricane preparedness kit: some flashlights, and really important, a weather radio. And that's where those batteries that we mentioned are going to come in handy.
So as you start moving into hurricane season and you start getting closer to a tropical system that's coming in, we just want to really start thinking through that process. You know, food, water, medications on hand, pet supplies, and then we're also taking care of our neighbors and those external family members that may need some additional help, like the elderly and things like that.
A key component to building up your hurricane preparedness kit is to start early. Don't wait until it's too late to get those essential supplies. When the time comes, you and your family will be better prepared for a hurricane. Adam Seibel, KAVU TV 25 News Now.